What's going on, guys? It's Brendan here with DailyiFix.com. Today we're giving you guys a review on the SwitchEasy CapsuleRebelX for the iPhone 4S and the iPhone 4. Now, this comes in a variety of colors, and there's actually a reason that it comes in so many different odd colors, such as this one right here with a light blue and pink, which is a very odd combination. I doubt you'll see any other cases out there with that color, but there is a reason, like I said, and I will get to that in a few seconds. Now, first off, this is a hybrid case, which means that it is a hard shell, being the X, and a soft shell on the inside. Let me go ahead and show you that, since the X actually comes out, and this will also coincide with the colors that I was talking about earlier. I'll get to that in a second. You can actually take this X off of the case, and the X is the hard shell of the case. The soft shell is under it, which is what the X is connected to. It is a shock absorbent soft shell case. As you see right here, this is the soft bendy shell, and the X comes off. Now this X, you can actually replace it with the X on there, so you can replace the case with different colors. There's different color combinations that you can use. Say if you had a white one, you could put a white X on there. That would look cool. This pink probably wouldn't look so good on the red, but you see what you can do. It's very personalizable. You can personalize it as much as you want. Just it depends on how many cases you buy, or if you can buy some of these X's just individually. So let me go ahead and put that back on. As you see, it goes on and comes off fairly easy. So that's the first thing I noticed about this case. I actually did not even do research and look that if that came off, but when I first looked at it, you can tell that it looks like it will be a two-piece case, as you see right there. You can tell by the little cutouts right there. So anyways, in the box you get two. This is one thing I like about SwitchEasy. They always include stuff in their boxes. You get two of the universal dock connectors. You get a video stand. Oops, this came out of here. It gives you a dummy iPhone in the case, and it gives you a squeegee. That's one of the things in there, a little SwitchEasy squeegee. Come on, focus. There we go. And inside of here we also get some other goodies. We get a microfiber, just a plain microfiber. We get our plugs for our dock and headphone jack. So you put these into in the case so that no dust gets in, or whatever you would get in your case, like dirt or anything like that. We get a user manual, which you should not need, but if you do not know how to use a case, you will need this. So it's basically just telling you how to take the X off. That's pretty much it. So, and you also get two screen protectors. Is it two? Yeah, two screen protectors in there. So that's your little bucket of goodies you get along with this case. Let me go ahead and set this off to the side. That can be over there. And we're going to put this on. This is my iPhone 4. I am going to put it in and take it out of the case, just to show you that it is fairly simple to put in and take out. So as you see, that's the way I like to put it in, and there we go. It's fully strapped in. There we go. We're done. Our case is on. No looseness or anything like that. It's on, and I'm going to take it off to show you. It's also simple to take the case off, because I know a lot of cases that I've had in the past have been just horrible because I cannot get it off. I mean, it will leave marks on my phone and all kinds of things like that. So I'm actually going to take it off from the bottom now. I changed my mind because my power button is getting a little loose up top from all the cases I'm putting and taking off. You can kind of hear it. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's getting a little loose. So as you see, I'm just going to go ahead and put it back on so I can get on with this review. Okay, so first off, one of my big dislikes with this case is, now don't get me wrong, there's a lot of things I like about it, but I'm just going to be honest throughout this whole review. There's only one real problem that I have with this case, and that is the camera cutout is way too small. Now, as you know, here's a case that I'll show you. This is actually a case I just got. Some of the cutouts are big like that. As you can see, that's what it should look like. I'm very disappointed in this case for that reason, because it will mess up if you use flash. It will really mess up your picture. It will make it look low quality. You'll have glare. You'll have all kinds of bad effects on it if you have that small cutout, because you can see it kind of interferes with the flash right there. Now, me myself, I'm not a big flash user. I do not use flash too much on my phone, But if you are that type that uses that and you use it in low light situations, then this case is definitely not for you. I would look for one with a bigger cutout. So let's get on to the positive things of this review, and there are a lot of those. So first off, this does, unlike some of their previous cases, as you can see, it's flat all the way across. So that means it will lay flat on the table, no wobble at all, which is very nice. I really like stable cases. I hate cases that have cutouts that bulge out and kind of just wobble on the table. So that's something I don't like. But let's go ahead and look around at all the buttons. As you can see, the volume buttons, they're just little nubs sticking out right there. They're very easy to press. Also, the vibrate button right there is kind of tough to press, or kind of tough to change between vibrate and sound, but I've gotten used to it. You get used to it over time. You do kind of have to stick your, you kind of need fingernails to get in there, but you can, as you can see, it's fairly simple once you get used to it, but it takes a little bit of work the first time around. So up top we got our headphone jack, which is nice and open. It's not too wide, which is nice, which is the opposite of the camera cutout, which needs to be wide. But anyways, we got that, and our microphone. We got our home, or our power button, sorry, which is fairly easy to press as well. That also takes some time to get used to. It depends on what case you're coming from. It's kind of tough to press if you're coming from a case that does not, that is right on there and doesn't have a cutout, if you know what I mean. So on the sides we get our little cutouts for the X that will come off. And on the bottom we have nice cutouts for our dock and our speakers, which are nicely placed. And around the bezel, very nice. I love cases that do not cover up your home button or cover up the bezel down here at the bottom. Nice and open, nothing interfering with your screen or anything on your screen, near your screen, any of that. Nothing over your camera or your little speaker right there. So that's very nice as well. And this is all around, guys, great case. I love the grip right here on the back. The X actually gives you a great grip. It's not slippery, it's not too sticky, it's just perfect. It gives you that perfect grip, and again, that grip does not interfere with anything. It can lay flat and you don't have to worry about wobbling or any of that. So if you're a big fan of customization and personalizing your case so it looks unique and different from everybody else's, I definitely recommend this case for you, as you can customize it with a whole bunch of different colors, such as that one right there, and all kinds of different ones. You can look on their website, SwitchEasy.com, for those. But if you are a flash user on your iPhone, this case is definitely not for you, as it does hinder your flash effect when you are taking pictures. Also, the vibrate button, if you are often changing from vibrate to sound, this could be a little tough for you, especially if you need to do it real quick. Like if, I don't know, I know a lot of students when they're in class, they try to turn it off real quick. This one will actually take a little bit of work to get to, so I wouldn't recommend it for that as well. I believe it is $27.99. You can get it on SwitchEasy.com. And that will do it for this case review. Again, this is the CapsuleRebelX from SwitchEasy for the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 4S. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you later. Peace.